Hi guys, what's up? Zax here. Today we are here with the Hungarian Grand Prix for F1 2013 career mode. Now this wasn't a very interesting race, but it's still a good enough race to show a decent amount of highlights for. So first off, we go off from the lights and a pretty decent start. We're using a bit of curves. I can see Rosberg going for the move down the inside. I try and squeeze him, but I didn't want to take him out, so I gave him room down the inside. But luckily they sort of break going into the corner quite a bit if they're on the inside, so he just backed out of it, so I got him around the outside. Straight away after I overtook him, putting it into the lean fuel mixture, just wanting to save as much fuel as possible. By the way, I don't know how I was on pole position. They just didn't put good laps in qualifying. My pace just wasn't there, but somehow I still got the pole position, so that's lucky. So currently in first position, Vettel is there in third position just behind Nico Rosberg. But just around this Hungary track, I don't know why I'm so bad, but I just really am pretty bad at this track, and you can see already a massive queue behind us. And normally in the first couple of laps you see sort of the first front of the field for say all of the cars except Marussia and Caterham, you see them pull away from the back 4 or 5 cars. This didn't happen in this race. You can see that they're all bunched up right behind me, and I'm just pretty much just a train here, taking them all around the track. And you can see they're going for a bit of a defensive move on the inside because Rosberg was looking for a move, but I just wanted to cover it off. And I think Vettel now looking for a move on Rosberg. So all very exciting stuff on the first lap, but going for some defensive moves, but don't want to take anyone out, so making sure I leave the space when possible. Going around the final corner and onto the home straight. I think Rosberg is right behind me there. You can see the proximity arrow. He's right in the slipstream, putting it in the rich fuel mixture. I'm going to the right hand side of the track. I didn't want to take him out, so I just doubly made sure before I swung to that side of the track that he wasn't there. So I made that move just in time, but now Vettel is up into second position. He was looking for a move, but he just couldn't quite get it done on the exit there. So we've got first position still. Very lucky actually that we didn't lose the position there to Vettel or Rosberg, because they looked very fast down that straight. Now skipping ahead to the end of lap 3 here, you can see we're still in the lead of the race with Vettel and Rosberg right behind us. Now I realised they were going to be right behind me here, especially with the DRS. They were going to go for the attack, obviously, especially with the DRS. The AI are very fast in a straight line, so they're going to be looking for the move down the inside. You can see there Vettel looking to the outside. I set the fastest lap there, but I think Vettel or Rosberg going to try and take it. Hamilton even ends up taking it in the end there, but look at that, Vettel ducks down the inside of me and takes back the lead. What a manoeuvre by Vettel. He's got the DRS open there, but you can see we use curves to defend and we dive it down the inside once again. We were so close to taking out Vettel there. Our front wing must have been millimetres away from the rear end of his car, because that was really close to being an accident. And you can see here, skipping to lap 5, my tyres are starting to be destroyed, and once again Vettel is trying to attack the back of my car, and I run wide here. You can see Vettel's going to get past me. I use my curves to try and defend, but you can see there's Red Bull beside me, and that is Sebastian Vettel with the DRS as well. So we're going to try and defend here. We're going to try and go for the manoeuvre down the inside. We late brake just about in time. We nearly ran into the back of him once again. Floor it out the corner and get that position once again and put it into lean once again to save a bit of fuel. And you can see here, going into my pit, I don't know what happened to Vettel. I wasn't really paying much attention, but they're all squabbling about behind me. I'm just running all over the place because I can't control my car. My tyres are absolutely dead and I just can't keep it on the track. And now trying to go into the pit lane. Prix is now leading the race. I'm just sliding it about all over the place. There's Rosberg and Hamilton, and look, I can't even make it into the pit lane. I'm just doing so badly. I don't actually know what happened to Vettel. I think he must have lost a lot of time there. But going into the pit lane, obviously a bad lap time because you come into the pit lane, but we're going to put on some prime tyres, some fresh prime tyres. Hopefully that's going to be able to take us to the end of the race here. But a 3.1 second stop isn't too bad for Ferrari, and they'll be looking to obviously improve on that time, but it wasn't too bad. Going into the rich fuel mixture, we're going to come out side by side with Bottas here. We might just pip him into the corner, and just about we do, and that means that we won't get held up behind us, so that's good. So I don't know who's in 22nd place, but they're quite far behind. I think Bottas had already pitted here. I think he was going for a 2-stop strategy. He did pit quite early for the soft tyres to come in. I think he pitted like lap 5 or lap 6, so that's a bit early to be putting on for a 1-stop strategy, but I can't actually remember. He might be doing a 1-stop strategy, but he's doing a radical 1-stop, so Chilton's 3.1, I think now it's up the road, so hopefully we'll catch him and pass him very shortly. We don't want to get held up behind the Marushas and the Caterhams, but Chilton isn't doing too badly. He's not that far off the bunch. You can see that Massa is really down the order on the mini-map. You might have just been about to see it there, but Massa was really down the order. I'm not really too sure why. I don't think he had a very good qualifying, because that ended up him being very low down the order. I can't remember exactly where he started, but I don't think it was very good, and especially as I was on pole position, I thought he'd be a bit higher up. But this is when we're really trying to get as much time as possible on these cars in front of us. Obviously, he closed in quite a bit on Chilton, but that's a bit obvious because he's in a much slower car. And he's pulling into the pit lane there, so he's obviously started on the soft tyre. Perez sets the fast lap of the race. I nearly hit the pit wall there. I half expected to smash that, but luckily we got the DRS off Chilton, so that's going to really help us down this main straight. And you can see there, I think that's Rosberg coming out the pit lane now. We just about get past him again, but I outbrake myself into turn 1. Probably slightly distracted by Rosberg, but luckily just get in front of him and got that DRS and Kurz to defend from Rosberg coming out there. But we've got marbles all over the tyres now, so it's going to be quite hard going through the corners. And that's easily a couple of tenths lost there just because we had the marbles on the tyres. And we still got the marbles on the tyres. Obviously in F1 2013 the marbles don't come off quick. But skipping ahead now to lap 11, and this is when I think most of the runners had pitted. And Perez is, I think, still leading this race crazily. And I think that's Hamilton in second place there. And I think all the pit stops are over now. So Hamilton's there in second, Raikkonen behind me in fourth. And, you know, unfortunately, we've lost a couple of positions through that pit stop strategy. But, you know, I think that's the only way we're going to realistically make it to the end of this race is by pitting a lap early. And you can see here, now lap 17, nothing really happened except I lost about 10 seconds to Hamilton. I wasn't actually doing too badly until about lap 15, lap 16, and then my tyres just like, they went off the edge of the cliff and I had no tyres left. And I was running around pretty much on the canvases for a couple of laps at the end here. Really not fun to drive on, but I had to get to the end of this race. I couldn't just give up at the last hurdle. So Rosberg going on the attack right at the end here on the final lap of this race. Rosberg has got the DRS. Can he find a way past? I'm not too sure, but Lewis Hamilton in second. But more amazingly, Sergio Perez leads this Hungarian Grand Prix, something that McLaren would have just dreamed of last year in 2013. But it looks like we've got a bit of grass on our tyres now with Rosberg right behind us. It's going to be pretty hard to get that grass off in time because they've got so much more grip than me. I'm just so bad at tyre conservation, and I don't think any setup could help me. I'm just so bad on my tyres. And there we are. I think the mistake that loses us a podium. I think someone actually hit the back of us there and lost a bit of their front wing, but there's a position gone to Rosberg and then Webber. I think I try and go on the attack here, try and go around the outside. I try and make it stick, but I just couldn't make it stick there. And I rejoined the track and sort of out of control. I meant to actually give the position back to Webber there. I can't remember why I didn't. I think I was just so frustrated at myself that I forgot to give the position to Webber. But I'm all over the place here. And the last couple of corners here, you know, see how much time we lost Hamilton. Sorry, not Hamilton, Rosberg. 4 seconds in a couple of, just over a sector. Quite ludicrous, actually just under a sector, ludicrous this last lap from me. I'm driving so badly. Raikkonen so close up behind me. Looks like he's going to get the move down on the inside. Is he? He saw his front wing ever so slightly there. We're out of control, and Raikkonen goes around the outside, and Webber eventually gets his position back, and I end up just getting a DRS for the end there. But what a terrible end to the race for me. I still come home, and I think that's 6th position. Yeah, 6th position. So that wasn't too bad, but really unfortunate not to get a 3rd place and a podium there. But, you know, I messed up at the end, and rightfully so. I lost positions. You know, my lap times wasn't that bad in comparison. You know, it was about, I think, half second or so off the front guys, but not too bad. A bit frustrated at myself for losing it there, but we still got a nice healthy lead in the championship. Constructors is getting a bit closer, and you can see here I wasn't waiting around. I just quickly wanted to get out of this race as quickly as possible because literally everything that went wrong in this race did. So it was unfortunate we only came out with 8 points. I think that's for 6th place, but it's not terrible. Perez won. It could have been a lot worse if Hamilton won. It would have meant that Hamilton was a lot closer to us in the championship, so that was unfortunate. Ferrari boss and everyone just not happy, including myself. But that's it for this video, guys, pretty much. I have got a little bit of something to show you at the end of this video. We go to the loading screen, but guess what? we got a contract offer after this race from Red Bull. I had a quick look at it. I was thinking, do I really want to? And I decided not to take it. I think it'd be best because, you know, for the rest of 2013 I've been sticking with the same team throughout the whole season. I didn't want to switch midway through the season. It was so tempting. Obviously the Red Bull is a bit of a faster car than the Ferrari, but you know, I wanted to stay with Ferrari for at least the whole season. Hopefully at the end of the season we can get a contract offer from Red Bull. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I am trying to improve these highlights, and I'm trying to make sure that I keep it as entertaining as possible. But you know, if it was a race like this where it wasn't really that entertaining until the last couple of laps, I sort of, you know, the highlights is kind of a hard thing to do. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's been Axe, and I'm out of here. Goodbye. Hi guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video. It is much appreciated. If you have any comments, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below, and hopefully I'll respond to as many as possible. If you want to check out GT Omega, there is also a link down in the description. Also some sales on recently, as it is Christmas time, so if you want to grab a bargain there, it might be one down in the description. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you watching. It's been Axe, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.